What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be jumping into the LR Super Saiyan 4's EZA here. As you can see, I am not at stage 30 as per usual. I am only at starting stage 11 here right now. The reason being because the Training in the Clouds event is going away in 10 days, and I want to make sure to get as much time grinding in that as possible. So I am actually going to hold off on grinding the extra EZA stages this time around. I will get to those in the future. If these events go away, I guess, before the Training in the Clouds or at the same time as the Training in the Clouds, then I'm just going to have to wait months for them to return to get the extra stages done, but that is no big deal. Otherwise, I'll just do it after that event goes away. So yeah, here with this event, we have the Inhuman Deeds category is going to be our defensively effective category, and then we just got to make sure to have that Legendary Power Link active, because this is an LR EZA. So pretty easy to build an Inhuman Deeds team with a lot of good LRs. You have access to a lot of, good Broly units. We've got the AGL Golden Frieza here, as well as a couple of 10th anniversary EZAs, right? The Grade 8 Vegeta and the Namek Frieza here. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Comparative to the LR Gods EZA, this team looks so simple. There is like so many good options. It is a very well-rounded team with a lot of powerful units. I don't think that many players should be struggling in this EZA like at all. I'm pretty sure we're just going to still be one-turning it here. I'm pretty sure we were one-turning it at stage 10, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we'll see though. But yeah, I don't think as far as like being KO'd, I feel like you would have to fumble pretty hard to be KO'd here, or you would just have to be missing a lot of these units, right? Because there are quite a good setup of units on Inhuman Deeds at this point. And then as you can see, I am using the Int Broly as my leader, just for the extra, stats, because we don't really have a 200% Inhuman Deeds leader that actually leads the Inhuman Deeds category. That is also like an LR to be able to be used in an LR EZA setting here. So yeah, I did go for the Int Broly there, but I guess keep in mind a couple of things with the Int Broly. One is that he has type disadvantage, so he's probably not going to be doing as much damage for you. And then two is if you don't also make sure you have a full uncontrollable power build, and then you're going to suffer the fate of what we're struggling with right now, right? Which is where he is not... he is not able to get his domain active, right? Because the Frieza cards on here are not an uncontrollable power, so they are not allowing us to proc that domain, which would make everybody, a little bit stronger and make him very much stronger, right? So yeah, but he is mainly here for his leader skill, and this event definitely doesn't hurt us bad enough that he is going to be susceptible to taking damage at such a low stage like this. So yeah, it works out. It's a suitable build. There we just showed off how the Tech Broly can be used. You can always just not transform him, so he has that guaranteed invincibility on turn 1. But you probably don't even need to do that, because he is still very defensively viable once you transform. It might be worthwhile to just transform right away so you can get as much damage in as possible, and take down the EZA as quickly as you can, right? So yeah, there we go. That was a pretty quick and smooth run there. We did also get to show off all 6 units on the team, I believe, right? Oh, no. I think we had the Int Broly twice. Was there a unit we didn't get to show off there? No, yeah, I think we showed off everybody. Yeah, so, keep in mind, like, this team is full of slot 1 units, right? The Tech Broly can go slot 1, the 8 Vegeta can go slot 1, the Namek Frieza can go slot 1, and the AGL Golden Frieza can go slot 1. So, yeah, you really should not struggle with this team at all. And there's just so much heavy damage dealers here. I can imagine this EZA getting to quite high heights. This is probably one of those EZAs where it's not even really gonna be, like, super worthwhile for you to use, like, an off-leader skill team, right? Because a lot of people are loving that meta nowadays of just ignoring the defensive boosting category, whatever it may be, and then they're just running with, like, a Beast Gohan team or something like that. Or like one of the new 10th anniversary Dokkan Fest teams with the Vegeta or Gogeta, right? Because those teams are so powerful that, you can pretty much squash these EZAs in one turn just because of how much damage output they do. And then, you know, as long as you don't get caught with like a slot 1 super or something, you're still going to maintain enough HP even without the type effective category to keep you safe. So yeah, a lot of people are running that kind of strat. I definitely am never going to run those strategies for these videos. I do like to mention it's an option you have in case you don't have any of these units to be able to use the on leader skill teams, but I'm probably not going to promote that. It's too much of a cheese strategy for me to promote. But that is a nice segue into one other thing that we will talk about, which is the cheese strategies. There are some things that I think are very viable for these EZA events. So after we get through this run here, which shouldn't take too much longer, let's see if Broly is going to have the attack power to just finish things up for us. Without the crit, probably going to be difficult. Yeah. Okay, looks like we'll probably have one more turn in here. And then we'll switch over to the wiki, and I will talk about the couple of utility units that can be used, you know, to get through this EZA stage pretty quickly. Or, not quickly, I'm sorry, but safely. There are a couple of units that, you know, might be viable to throw on the team, even though they're not necessarily on Inhuman Deeds, just because they have nice mechanics that are very universal for a lot of different EZAs, right? Alright, let's see what Grade 8 Vegeta's got here for us. There we go, it is enough. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and switch over to the wiki real quick. Alright, so these are the list of units we're looking at. We have the Physical Metal Cooler, who is going to be decent for this. Is he actually on Inhuman Deeds? I don't think so, but let me double check. I'm pretty sure he's not. Yeah, he's not on Inhuman Deeds. He's not on Inhuman Deeds. Okay. But he does have the guaranteed revive. So that's going to be nice if, you know, you just, when he shows up, you throw him in slot 3, do damage with some other units on your team, and then he'll just get KO'd in that third slot for you, giving you, you know, an extra free turn, basically. If you needed, you know, if you're missing a unit and you need that last, like, fill-in unit, this can be a good option for that. You know, because obviously when he fills in there, he will, or what's it called? Then he can get that free revive to give you the extra turn of not getting KO'd, right? And then it's also nice to mention that this is an LR EZA, so the fact that he is an LR himself means he's just going to be providing that legendary power link skill to the rest of your team, so that can be quite helpful for you. So then we have the Fat Boo here, who is basically going to be viable for every single EZA in the game, aside from any of the ones that you're facing off against multiple units, because, you know, he's got the same deal as the Metal Cooler here, where when he gets hit, he is going to be, you know, he's going to be getting the free revive guaranteed there for you, and then when he comes back around onto rotation, which if you float him off and then he gets, you know, KO'd into the revive, then you wouldn't have to worry about him coming back for another 3 turns. But, you know, worst case, if he did come back, then he also has the active skill with the Ghost Usher, which is going to give you yet another free turn. So basically, in order for this guy to actually get caught and killed, you would have to be in the EZA longer than like 7 turns. And that also depends on which turn he initially spawns on, right? It could be upwards of 9 turns if he first spawns in slot 7. So yeah, that's this is a very, very viable unit for basically any EZA in the game. Just keep in mind he's not an LR, so he's not going to be providing that legendary power link skill for you, right? And then same deal with the tech androids. They are also a, you know, they are also a, they have that free Ghost Usher as long as you're above. I believe I keep saying that it's 39% without checking, so let's just check. Let's see. Oh, it's 35%, even better. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, so they get that Ghost Usher active skill here as long as the enemy's HP is above 35%, which the first time they show up, you should be in that position, and if by the first time they show up, the enemy is below 35% HP, it's more than likely that the other 2 units on your rotation are going to be able to, you know, take down the remainder of the HP bar before they have to worry about taking any attacks anyway, as long as the other 2 units are LRs, right? To be able to do that level of power. Okay, and then these two units here are not going to be viable because their passives are based on the enemies that you're fighting. For Caulifla, you need to be fighting a Pure Saiyan or a Universe Survival Saga enemy for her to get the full dodge. Obviously, neither of those are active here. And then for Goku, you need to be fighting a Pure Saiyan or movie boss in order for him to get the 77% damage reduction, right? So because it's neither of those, it's not on any of those categories, you don't want to use either of these units. All right, well, that sums up the list for the extra utility units you could throw in on your team if you are missing some slots. Now, to finish out the video, the last thing that we're going to go ahead and do here is we are going to jump into an event and take a look at the new idle animations, because they added some new battle motions for the new, the LR gods, right? So we'll jump into an event and take a look at those. Alright, so we are ready to go ahead and take a look at these new idle animations. We will go ahead and transform one of the Super Saiyan 4s here into Gogeta. That way we can, take a look at both of the idle animations that we've got. So we've got the... first, let's go ahead and take a look at the base form ones. Okay, I can't say that that's quite as good as the LR gods. It does bother me just a little bit that they didn't, that they do like the exact same movement, right? Their movements are very in sync, which I guess is kind of a part of their appeal, right? A lot of their animations and stuff have them being very synchronized and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it helps, it kind of hides the motion that's actually happening when they're like moving at the exact same time and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, that's all right. I definitely do prefer the LR Gods one. It looks a little bit more dynamic. Okay, but let's go ahead and take a look at Gogeta and see. Nice. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. He does the finger wag. Oh, and he keeps doing it too. Oh, that's so good. Okay. That's pretty cute. I do like that. And the fact that he just does the continuous finger wag there, that's awesome. The aura does look quite nice here. I like that it's, transparent enough for us to clearly see the orbs underneath. It's not obstructing, the color or the vision too much there. So that is kind of nice. Overall, I would say I like the LR Gods better. If you want to see those, you're going to have to go ahead and check out my other EZA video for them. We did go over those at the end of that video, but yeah, I think those ones were just a little bit more dynamic. They looked a little bit more flashy and cool. Yeah, these ones are just a little bit plain, in my opinion. Yeah, it seems like they keep fluctuating back and forth with these idle animations. Some of them are very extravagant and over the top and do big bursts that take over the whole screen with these wild auras that are just flying everywhere. And then sometimes it's just like little squat movements, right? Or just showing up and being what they are, right? So yeah, I don't know. I would say I like the LR Gods better, but these are nice. These are nice. It still feels like the future of Dokkan with all these updates, right? Alright, well, that is going to go ahead and finish up the video for this EZA here. That was the last thing that I wanted to show off. Let me know how you guys feel about the new idle animations and about these characters' kits, right? Because the new LR Gods and the new Super Saiyan 4s are very, very amazing, right? So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the links in the description, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!